We're ready to ramp it up again over here. I think anyone who played the game or coached the game knows that we love training, but we love games even more. And especially when you want to get right back out there and go after the points, especially when it's a home game. So we're excited to get back out there tomorrow and you know, put Vancouver in a real game.
Coach, I can't remember the name of the book series, but it's something like a series of misfortunate events, something along those lines, which seems like it's been kind of the way it's gone lately for the team. It seems like it's pretty lively here in practice. How are you keeping the team spirit so high with everything that's gone on in the past few matches?
Well, the spirit's high because the spirit's high in this team. There's a lot of great human beings in the locker room, a lot of top players. When you're a good human being and a top player, then you know how to show up and what it requires, and they also know when you look at the standings how much is there to play for. So we're in the playoff mix on points. You're right there, tied for whatever seventh, eighth, or ninth place. And this is what we do for a living. So it's not times to put your head down and feel sorry. It's like we love competition. We really enjoy the ups that the sport can give you, and we accept the tough times, and we know that this is part of it. So this is a great team. They believe we're going to win the game. We all believe that. So there's not a whole lot I have to do, with my like a magic wand. It's this process every day, and just trying to guide the team through tough moments here.
Coach, you were really excited about the game plan going into LAFC, and the script kind of got pulled in the 6th minute. Does that get the team excited to get back after it, to get the full 90?
Yeah, look, it's part of the game. These decisions that ultimately can change the game, even in New England. A penalty award in the 87th minute when we're up 3-1 changes things. This one was a tricky one, 6 minutes in a red card decision that I believe the governing body of the referees, has admitted that it was the wrong call. So this can change things, and doesn't mean it has to change things. Like we still have enough on the day. We're fighting, we're sticking together, but we have to accept that the game has the ups and downs. The main thing for this Rapids team is that we can't focus on the externals, things you cannot control, and try to change things that you can't control. That you have so much power to control all the things that are in the power, and there's a lot. So there's no blame game and there's no external excuse making going on, because we know, all of us, man to man, that we can be better. We can be even better, and especially in those tough moments, especially when the margins are thin. So it's an honest group, and we're focused on the controllables.
We see Zach back on the training bench this week, full participant today. How's his return been? I mean, Nico's been great, but having Zach back, has that been a good boost to the team?
Yes. Having Zach in the team always gives us a feeling that we're stronger. Just because you have a character and a top player like this that seems to be able to sway things. But an emotional boost for sure, a physical presence, the tactical presence, what he can do back there, it's definitely a boost. I would say, how do you mention Zach these days without mentioning Nico? I think he stepped in a tremendous way. Probably not sure if he's surprised even himself, because we all know he's got some big talent, but when those lights came on, I think Nico has earned himself to be looked at in a different light these days. And how do you mention Zach and Nico without mentioning Adam Beaudry, who's right there? We have a great goalkeeping core with Zach Campagnolo coming through, but Adam is someone that we know makes the other guys better too. So we have a great group there.
Coach, we saw Maxu come out with the armband on Wednesday, then give it to Keegan. Zach's worn the armband before. Can you talk about the bounty of leadership in this locker room?
Yeah, we've Keegan is our club captain, and we've decided to move that around at times if he's not out there. We know we're developing leaders around here. I don't accept the fact that they say these days they don't make them like they used to. These young men coming through society, this, society, that. I'm not buying it. I think that this is something some people are more comfortable in, is the nature part of it. There's also the nurture part of it, which everyone's got some level of leadership in them, and they all, these young men are going to have to step up in one fashion or the other in their lives as dads, as this or that. But we're trying to develop that piece of it. So part of that is, you see what it's done for Mihalovic when he wears that thing. His pre-game speeches are some of the best I've seen. The way he thinks about his behaviors on the pitch and carrying a little more responsibility in training, top notch. Max was a guy that we could do it. Zach Steffen's worn it. So we're gonna look at that and pass it around here and there in ways that we see fit. But we like challenging the guys, because when they put that on, it's almost like a little superpower for that day.
Jumping off that, who's the most old school baller on the team?
Old school baller on the team.
They don't make them like they used to. Who's the most old fashioned?
Old school baller. That's a good one.
Who's playing on a Chris Armas team?
A lot of these guys can play on my team. The old school baller. I don't know. I always look at, not because he's to my left right now, but Georgie is a guy that reminds me of some of the players that I played with. He's got bits of Claudio Reyna in his game. The playmaking ability, he's got bits of Peter Novak, the greatest player that I ever played with, in his game. But a guy that old school, that it's business. He's, when that whistle blows, there's no mistake in what it means to him. That he could also meet those demands in a real workman's-like manner. So yeah, I see an old school guy in Georgie oftentimes.
Coach, with Jackson out and Sam returning from injury, still maybe debatable, what is this back line really focusing on this week in training, and maybe what have you seen just from the mindset and attitude now with the integration of Zach coming back in?
Yeah, so with Zach back in, it's like he never left. For him, he picks up with his voice, his leadership. I can hear him when we're going through set pieces, that his presence is felt. So, right away, that's an immediate. There's no delay there. With the back line, it can look really good. We have the partnership of Cheeto and Max they're developing, and I'd say it's the strongest that it's been in terms of them getting on the same page. I think Reggie has had some performances noteworthy. You can look at the what he did against Pencil and the Galaxy. Really put him in a really good game. And then if you look at what we have going on at left back, Jackson's gaining all the experiences that he is. Another really interesting experience, even though we didn't think it was a red, but you learn little things. Keep the arm down, whatever that is. But Sam Vines is likely to play. So what it means together is that we want fullbacks attacking, being the difference, and being very proactive, and just the way Sam Vines got that assist against the Galaxy. Reggie Cannon doing the same and driving the attack, especially against Vancouver. And that we like to talk about 5 bodies, 1 mind. 4 in the back line plus the goalkeeper. They're all on the same page, thinking like one, and not having this pridefulness to think about a shutout.
Coach, you have Vancouver coming in on a short week, a team that likes to possess the ball. What we saw on Wednesday, even in limited time, Ted and Calvin came in, even with little possession, we were able to get big opportunities. How important is that going to be playing against Vancouver, a team that's been really well, or played really well this year?
It'll be important. It's why, Calvin Harris, when he's out there, guys that'll challenge the depth of the opposition. Do Vancouver come to our building and sit deep? Maybe. But we've been pretty good at it, even against Kansas City with 26 shots against a team trying to. We missed a penalty. We had lots of chances, so we've gotten more reps defending a low block. But regardless, the DNA of that team is to come high, and then maybe not so much in the mid block, but then they can go low. So regardless, we'll need guys that can go 1v1, guys that can go at opposition, and guys in transition that can run behind, the way Calvin did the other night. And yes, we know the challenge that Vancouver can present. It's the reason why they're towards the top of the table. They've been first place all year essentially. We love it. We love the challenge, and we think we have a good plan to go after them.
Go with one more question.
Coach, as much as there can be a correlation between possession and performance, we've seen better results when the Rapids tend to have less possession. Is there a possession target or a mentality going into games?
Listen, the mentality here is that we're becoming a team truly that is dangerous when we have the ball. Kansas City, we had the ball lots that game. We created a lot. Some teams have the ball and go nowhere. So when we have the ball, it's just important that we understand and be clear of what we try to do when we have the ball. Still an idea of, within structure and organization, tempo and verticality. We don't want to just move the ball slowly. We want to play with real intention, with the core of tempo and verticality. And we want to be equally as dangerous when we don't have the ball. Not so easy, but we are a team now, can high press, can play to the mid-block, can transition, and again, those same 11 guys are on the same page in clarity. So, yeah, the mentality is to be this proactive football, proactive, in and out of possession, energetic football.